Imagine checking your bank account one morning, not to see if your salary has arrived, not to check if your rent has been deducted, but to see something very different. $1 million. 7 digits. For many people, becoming a millionaire feels like something reserved for tech founders, lottery winners, or celebrities. But here's the strange thing. Most millionaires didn't start rich. They started exactly where many people watching this video are right now. A normal salary, normal expenses, and a simple question. How long does it actually take to become a millionaire? Because the answer is probably very different from what you think. Hey, I'm RJ, and in this video, we're going to talk about something that almost everyone wants, but very few people truly understand: becoming a millionaire. Not through luck, not through crypto hype, not through viral businesses, but through the slow, almost boring mathematics of money. Because the real question isn't whether you can become a millionaire. The real question is how long it will actually take. And once you understand the answer, you may start looking at money very differently. Most people think becoming a millionaire requires one big event: a startup that explodes, a stock that goes 10 times, a lucky break. But wealth almost never works that way. Instead, wealth behaves more like gravity: slow, quiet, invisible, until suddenly it becomes powerful. The real challenge isn't earning $1 million. The challenge is understanding time. Because the biggest financial mistake people make is dramatically underestimating how long wealth actually takes to build. So in this video, we're going to break this down step by step. We'll explore how long it realistically takes to reach $1 million, why most people delay their wealth without even realizing it, the math behind compound growth, the psychological traps that quietly keep people poor, and the simple financial strategy that slowly builds wealth over time. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how millionaires are created, you'll understand the timeline behind it. Let's imagine someone. His name is Daniel. Daniel is 25 years old. He just started his career. His salary is $60,000 a year. After taxes and living expenses, he manages to save around $800 every month. Nothing extraordinary, just a regular job and a small monthly investment. Daniel isn't trying to become rich overnight. He just wants financial freedom someday. So he begins investing that $800 every month into the stock market. And this is where the real story begins. At first, the progress feels painfully slow. After 1 year, Daniel has saved around $9,600. 2 years later, about $20,000. 5 years pass. His investments reach roughly $60,000. And at this point, most people give up. Because the early phase of wealth building is incredibly frustrating. You save, you invest, you wait, and the results look small. But something important is happening beneath the surface. Time is quietly activating the most powerful force in finance: compound growth. Albert Einstein once reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and history shows just how powerful it can be. Consider Warren Buffett. Today, his wealth is measured in tens of billions of dollars. But here's the interesting part. More than 90% of his wealth came after the age of 60. Not because he suddenly became smarter, but because his investments had been compounding for decades. The majority of his wealth wasn't created by genius. It was created by time. According to research from Fidelity Investments, the average retirement account millionaire in America did not reach that milestone through extremely high salaries. Instead, most of them followed a surprisingly simple pattern. They invested consistently for 30 to 40 years. No speculation, no market timing, just steady contributions and long-term compounding. Another study from Vanguard found something similar. Investors who consistently invested in diversified index funds over long periods significantly outperformed those trying to actively trade the market. The lesson is simple. Wealth usually isn't created through speed. It's created through consistency. So why don't more people become millionaires? The answer is mostly psychological. Human brains are not designed to think long term. We prefer immediate rewards. Buying something today feels better than investing for a future we cannot see. Psychologists call this present bias. It's the same reason people struggle with diets, exercise, and savings. The future version of ourselves feels like a stranger, so we prioritize the present even when it harms our long-term future. And in finance, that small psychological bias can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's introduce a simple framework. It has three components: income, savings rate, and time. Income matters, but not as much as people think. The real driver of wealth is savings rate multiplied by time. Someone earning $70,000 but saving 20% of their income can build far more wealth than someone earning $150,000 while saving nothing, because money that isn't invested never compounds. The formula is simple. Consistent investing plus long time horizons equals exponential growth. Let's go back to Daniel. Remember, he's investing $800 every month. Let's assume his investments grow at an average annual return of 8%. Here's what happens. After 10 years, Daniel's portfolio reaches around $146,000. After 20 years, it grows to roughly $470,000. After 30 years, it crosses $1 million. Daniel becomes a millionaire at age 55, not through luck, but through simple mathematics. Now, here's where things get interesting. If Daniel had started 10 years later at age 35 instead of 25, he would only have around $470,000 by age 55. Starting late would cost him more than $500,000. That is the price of time. So if someone watching this video wants to start building wealth today, here is a simple plan. Step 1. Automate your investing. Set up automatic monthly investments so the decision happens once, not every month. Step 2. Focus on long-term assets. Broad stock market index funds have historically delivered strong long-term growth. Step 3. Increase your savings rate gradually. Even increasing savings by 5% each year can dramatically accelerate wealth over time. Step 4. Ignore short-term market noise. Markets rise and fall constantly, but over long periods, global economic growth tends to reward patient investors. And step 5. Protect time. The earlier you start investing, the more powerful compounding becomes. Time is the real asset. Now imagine Daniel again. 30 years later, he's 55 years old. His investment account quietly crosses $1 million. But something interesting happens. Daniel doesn't feel rich overnight. Instead, he feels secure. His money now generates investment returns larger than his monthly contributions ever were. His investments work harder than he does. And suddenly, options appear. He can retire earlier than expected, change careers, travel more, spend more time with family. The money didn't just create wealth, it created freedom. Because becoming a millionaire was never really about the number. It was about time. Time you no longer have to sell. Time you can choose how to spend. The real secret behind wealth isn't brilliance. It's patience. It's the ability to delay gratification, to trust slow progress, to invest in a future you cannot yet see. And when you look closely at the mathematics of money, you realize something powerful. Most people don't fail to become wealthy because it's impossible. They fail because they stop too early or they start too late. Because in the end, wealth isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built quietly, month by month, year by year, decision by decision, until one day you check your account and the number finally has 7 digits.